What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live analysis, live trading session and live discussion, as this is the first day of trading week, first session. Just we are approaching London session, and this is a very good important session for you and for everyone, as this session we will discuss everything, which way the market is heading. And if we find a good trade, yeah, definitely why you should not open one. So with that said, before I begin, guys, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's begin today's session. This is the first day of trading week. As I told, this is the time when most traders open, positions, because at the beginning of the week, where we can find really good trading opportunity to hold the trade for. Even some traders hold the trade over the week. So make sure you stick till the end to this session to see exactly which way we are analyzing the market. Now starting with gold, guys, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier in my weekly Forex forecast as well, gold looks like bullish. We have seen a weakless bearish engulfer created, but it still looks like bullish. Let's see. As you can see that market always gives sometimes very surprising. It may have a surprise. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to see that gold in fact created a false breakout and then continuing its long-term downtrend, as I told you, because there's one reason for it. If you look at the monthly price section, you see that gold in fact just below this monthly level of support. Now there is a probability for gold to have a bounce from this monthly level of resistance. As you can see, this is the support here with this long wick candle. This is the support here with this long wick candle. The price is below this level of support, which is now approaching this resistance. So it is important for us to see in fact which way the market is heading, but we are in bullish, as I told you. Let's see what happened. The price may do anything, but at this point gold is in a very crucial zone. What I think that if it is bullish, then we might see just a bullish move from this level. It could create a doji. If it is a false breakout, which is a probability, as you can see, this is the previous swing low here, which is turning here as a resistance, then we might just see that gold is melting down. It is probability, okay? Because if I draw this monthly level of support here, you can see this is the support, also this is the support now, which is turning resistance, and a big weekly candle hit this resistance zone, support acting here as a resistance. It is not impossible to see that just gold melted to the downside, or even it is not impossible to see a weekly narrow candle. The price is to consolidate in this area and then finally making its move to the downside. Anything can happen, anything is possible in trading. So let's find out on the daily. As you have seen, there is a weakless bullish candle on the daily time frame, and with that bullish candle today, once the market open, we are seeing the price is retesting this neckline. This is the previous resistance zone, which is turning support here. All right, back to back two resistance, one is here, which is turning support. Now if we look at the intraday perspective, we see first of all a bearish engulfer, followed by this one is forming, looking like a doji. Now with this doji formation, there's many things can happen. We could see that just strongly has broken to the upside and started to push up to create a new uptrend, or we could see that this is just a false breakout, as there is a weakless bearish candle. Gold does this all the time, with probably going to this tummy of this candle and then coming back down. It may happen. So based on price action, we'll decide what we're gonna do, and we'll keep you updated. We are just observing the price action to see in fact which way it is going, guys. Let me look at the chat. Hopefully that you guys started the week very well. Thank you very much. Good day, coach. Happy to hear from you. Hoping for a great week. Yeah, Hagai, I'm also hoping for a great week. Thank you very much. Haider, Assalamu alaikum from Pakistan. Haider, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Can you please give us exactly what was happened to DXY and where it will be headed? We'll look at it, Sander. Jane, good morning, coach Jane. Sherry, good day, boss. Thank you very much, Sherry. Let's look at DXY. In fact, DXY is very important because DXY is where you will see, in fact, which way dollar is heading, right? Looking at weekly, because this is the first day of the week. Now look, this is the weekly candle DXY. The previous week created a very long week doji. Okay, so this is a long week doji. Now with that long week doji, DXY, in fact, for me, it has created a bearish price action. All right, it could be that at another doji. So far we see a little bit of upward movement, right? What I think that after going certain level, we might see a drop on DXY. If you look at the monthly, on the monthly, the reason is you see that monthly the price already tested nice monthly trend line. It has created this trend line on DXY, nice looking trend line, and with the trend line exactly the price tested and rejected. What we are expecting now is the price to come back down again to test at least some level below. Now as I told you, the DXY, in fact, after this big bullish move, created some pattern that is looking like bearish. I think that slowly it will come down further. For me, still bearish. As I told you, that market condition may change. If it changes, then we'll change our mind, and that is trading. When it changes, you have to change your mind. For me, it is still in higher time frame, is in retracement. That means that the price is still bearish on DXY. Looking at weekly, again going back to the weekly, it's a long-term uptrend, but price action for me is still bearish. Looking at daily, now if you look at the daily time frame, we see a very strong bearish engulfer has been formed. What I think that DXY might do, if you look at the daily, there is a daily 20 period moving average, which is this previous support zone with this green candle. I think that the price will respect this level here at 111.76 or something like that along this zone, and we could see some rejection from here. Now looking at intraday perspective, for me, either it could drop from here or it could go up and test this level and possibly creating a head and shoulder and then short-term drop that may happen. So for me, also DXY is bearish. So DXY bearish means gold bullish, and GBP USD euro dollar is still bullish to me. All right, so let's look at another pair that we are bullish is NZD CAD. Now we open, as I told you, that gold and NZD CAD. NZD CAD is, for me, is also bullish. Let me tell you why. Yesterday also I mentioned, probably you have seen that. Let me look at the daily. Now if you look at the daily on NZD CAD, we see that there is a bullish engulfer has been formed on NZD CAD on the daily. Now today the price opened with a big gap, and as soon as market open, we have seen some bullish move. For me, it's a bullish price action so far until it changed its mind. But looking at weekly, we see that there was a big bullish engulfer on the weekly, followed by this week also opened with a gap. But I think that this one also will continue to go up. I think that it will go up at least to this level. So monthly also looking like that the price primarily has a bounce from this doji zone. It's a long-term bearish, but short-term I think that the price will come along this trend line on the monthly perspective. Daily, it starts its bullish move, and what I think that it it will continue to go up at least certain level. So for our first session, we have seen a bullish engulfer, followed by this candle is going to close after 1 hour and 19 minutes on NZD CAD. And what I think that if this one closes as let's say as a doji, as this zone is a very important, we could see continuation to the upside. In the meantime, guys, let me ask you a question. Is your time zone changes, like the timing changes in your area? I see that candle on trading view changes 1 hour, which is because of some time zone changes. Let me know if in your area time changes so that I can adjust the live streaming, or this time is okay for you or no. Let me know. So in the meantime, let me look at the chat. Warsim Hayan, mornings, Mr. Yeah, Kaylee Rosa, good day, coach. Kindly look at Eurusd, look at it. Singham, I'm here, boss. Thank you very much, boss. Simon, good morning, coach. Please look at dollar yen, look at it. I feel like gold going to sell off. Yeah, anything can happen. Mix, as I told you, that could be sell off because there is a bearish engulfer, and look, if this is the case, it could be a fake move. Okay, it could be a fake move. It is possible to happen. All right, as I told you that it could be bullish, could be bearish based on what we see in the next. Okay, because the market is overextended and we have seen a strong bullish move. Now this candle, how this is closing will determine in fact how it is doing. So if this one closes as a doji, okay, what I think that gold will go up again, and if it cannot break this high, okay, from this level, we could see sell off. Okay, and in that case we will close our trade break even, as we have entered very near this zone, okay, which is still there. If we see that strong selling pressure, okay, especially if we see the price is not going up, we'll close break even. Okay, will not do anything. I think that it could be possible to have a false breakout. That happens all the time in the market, as this is the previous resistance zone here, support zone turning resistance. It is possible for gold to have a false breakout. Looking at weekly price action, there is a bullish engulfer here, and still there is a probability for bullish move. After a bullish engulfer, you can expect another bullish move, but let's see what happens. We'll see based on the price action formation. We'll decide which we will do. There is a wickless candle here. That is a really important factor to look at, because the price remaining within this level created a wickless candle, and if this level remain intact after retracement, we could see a sell off. So in that case, it will be in fact a false breakout. If you look at this resistance here, the price has created a long wick candle here. Okay, so let's see what happened, and then we'll decide which way the market is heading. Probably we'll know in London session or in New York session, in fact, what gold is trying to do. Normally after this kind of bullish candle, if it wants to go up, it might create a doji. Okay, it might create a doji if it wants to be bullish. So in that case, we'll know exactly what gold is doing. Right, guys? So yeah, Kelly Rosa, thank you very much. All right, guys, in the meantime, if you want to learn our strategies, guys, if you're new to the channel today, make sure you subscribe and also learn our strategies. Trade with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can find a link in the description. You can visit the website. There's a discount going on. You can take that advantage. Now let's look at Euro JPY, guys. Euro looks like stronger as expected. I see that, including let me look at monthly first of all. So on the monthly, Euro JPY it's a long-term bull market. Okay, if you look at the monthly, first of all, you see that there is a strong bullish middleman here, very strong bullish engulfer, followed by quite a few months strong bullish candle. Again, we have seen a liquidity gap on the monthly, strong bullish candle, followed by a middleman, another bullish engulfer. So every month the price was creating a strong bullish candle. Now this month, in the first week on Eurusd, we have seen a drop, okay, which is healthy in a trending market. But as it's a long-term bull market, there is a probability for further bullish move. Looking at the weekly, we have seen a weekly candle that is kind of dodgy, which has a long wick at the bottom, and this candle also kind of bullish. It is possible for Usdjpy to have another drop, or it could just continue to go up based on the current price action. We have to see. Looking at the daily, last day of trading week, it is a bullish candle. Okay, on the daily it is bullish. The reason is, you see the price in this impulse formed a pattern and then came back down, created a strong bullish engulfer, followed by today after little retracement. Now we see the price is creating, you know, impulsive move to the upside on the lower time frame. With that in mind, on the 4 hour we have seen a doji. Okay. So this doji in fact crossed the previous candle's low and created a strong bullish candle. So for me, Eurujpy is bullish. This candle is going to close after 1 hour 13 minutes, and we could see, I think that Eurujpy might see some you know, a retracement, but for me it is in fact a bullish. And you see the 10 and 20 period moving averages crossing each other, and it is possible for to come at least, let's say, half of this doji at some point at the lifetime of this candle. But what I think that price might respect the low of this doji and then could create a bullish impulse. So Eurujpy, Euro GBP for me is bullish. Euro GBP also created this candle. For me, it's a bullish candle. Okay, so it is in fact a bullish price action for me. Euro GBP also, you see that Euro GBP created an impulse price action that is a bullish structure, followed by a false breakout here. You see that this triangle, okay, it's a bullish price action, followed by a middleman. So this is the perfect middleman that we talk about, which has element of false breakout and also has a long wick at the top, long wick at the bottom, healthy body in the middle. It's a middleman. Okay, we have a specific strategy to trade this kind of pattern. If you are our lifetime member, you can access this strategy. Now with that middleman, we have seen back to back to bullish candle, followed by a narrow candle. Now what I think that this price will break to the upside. Right, so let's see what happened. We might open position on Euro GBP based on breakout. For me, it is likely to break to the upside. I think that it's a highly bullish. So Euro JPY, Euro GBP is bullish for me. So let's see what happened, and then we'll decide which way we can take. Corey, hope I didn't miss GJ. No, you didn't miss GJ. We didn't start yet, GJ. Hanif, good morning. Hanif, good morning. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think that Euro GBP is, guys, bullish with some other pairs. We'll see what happens. So let's look at GBP JPY. How it is doing, GJ. Okay. Looking at first of all monthly. Okay, GJ, it was in fact a very strong bullish candle previous month. This month so far we have seen a primary drop on GBP JPY. What I was expecting GBP JPY to come back to this monthly doji. in this support zone here. Now looking at weekly, on the weekly we have seen a very strong bearish engulfer. Now this week, as soon as market open, after coming around half of the weekly week, you see this is the weekly week, we see that in fact in GBP JPY had a bounce from here, primarily, not yet. What I think GBP JPY will come back down again unless there is anything unusual happen. On the weekly perspective, I think from somewhere it will have a bounce from this resistance, or even it is possible for it to go up again and then come back again. Okay, so looking at daily, on the daily we have seen this bullish candle followed by today open with a gap. Now this gap opening is little bit of concern. See, this is the thing, that when you see this kind of gap opening, long-term bull, it is possible for GBP JPY to stay bullish for short term, because there is a gap opening on the daily, you can see that. And with that gap opening after daily 20 period moving average, we could see a bounce. But for me today, GBP JPY will remain bullish. It could happen that you see that this is the daily chart. You see it has created a nice looking reversal here on the daily. It is possible for GBP JPY to do something like that. You see this neckline of this double top or reversal here. Okay, nice looking neckline, came back down. If you draw a trend line with two daily candle, we see this line here, right? If you look at the weekly, you see this is what's happening on the weekly. What I think that GBP JPY is going to do is it is going to go up to this level, will test this zone, and then will come back down again. Okay, but we will create a lower low here, and then will continue to go up. You see guys, it looks like you might say, okay, so complicated. This is what happened. You see that all the time the market in fact does like that. Okay, and that is why trading for some people is so difficult, because when it is doing like that, we need to think that way. Okay, so for me, I think that could be the future. So with that being said, there is a strong resistance here on GBP JPY, this narrow candle. Okay, it is possible for the price to have a bounce, but for me, what I think that for me short term, we see on the 4 hour also GBP JPY in fact created this candle. You see that creating series of higher low, okay, with a narrow dojis. This is a reversal price action. And also previous session you see this bullish candle pin bar, which also cross this one's, you see it cross this one's low, has a liquidity, slowly creating price action. For me, it is trying to pick up, and I think that it's gonna be something like that, and we'll go there, come back down again, something like that. And from that level before the monthly close, so if we do the full map, go back to the monthly, now it is here, right? What it could do, it could go back to again up to the monthly opening and closing zone, right? Then we'll have another bounce probably to this level, and then we finally could see GBP JPY started to travel to the upside, going back to 4 hour again. So with all this analysis, what I think that GBP JPY now trying to pick up, okay, to the upside for short term. So yeah, that's what I think that on GBP JPY. Hanif Hussain, I want to subscribe for monthly. How will I receive signals? Okay, Hanif, once you subscribe, you will receive an automatic email with all the login detail as well as private Telegram group link, where you will receive all your trade alert and all the updates, and also your course will be on your website dashboard. So you will receive the login detail where you will be logging to the website, and also learning and also trading at the same time. any question, always hear me. I'm here always to answer or help you out if there is anything. Guys, if you want to check it out, go to the website. Anyone wants to join, this is the best time to join. This is the Monday, there is a lot of trades coming up, so that's what we'll do. So let's look at okay, we are currently running one. Okay, either UJ or UJ, as you can see that dollar is for me still bearish. Okay, we'll keep running that trade. Looks like that the way it has formed the previous session, it is a very strong bullish move, but at the same time we need to see how. Looks like it could happen that, let's say, gold, dollar yen, dollar could get stronger. If that's the case, then that's it, dollar is stronger. But let's see. You see that UJ already tested the daily 20 period moving average, and from this zone we'll see in fact how it does. Okay, if it wants to continue to drop, then we could potentially see that it is dropping from here. So but as you can see on the intraday perspective, USD JPY created so far a little bit of bullish price action. Okay, now this current session candle is very important. This one, if this one remain within this doji, we might see again some drop. So if we see that dollar is getting stronger, we'll close trade on dollar yen as well. Based on how it is doing, we'll decide, otherwise we'll keep running. So yeah, let's look at how the price action is forming, and then we'll decide which way the market is heading. Let me look at I'm just looking at all of them. Okay, so guys, in the meantime, make sure you smash the like button, everyone, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. This really helps when you subscribe and you receive all the notification, and also you helping the channel to grow, which really helps me to motivate to create more content. Let me look at US30. So US30, looking at monthly, so in the first week we have seen a little bit of downward move on US30 after this big bullish candle. Looking at weekly, this is the weekly opening. We have seen as soon as market open, weekless candle and some bullish move. Looking at daily, now looking at daily on US30, looks like that it is a bullish candle. See there is a little bit of mixed price action if you look at in all the instruments. Now if US30 create a bullish candle, then we might see that, which is the sign of weakness in dollar, right? So yeah, let's look at how it does. Okay, now US30, as you can see, created this price action. So far is bullish. There was a bullish candle followed by another bullish candle. So based on next how the price action is forming, we'll know. In fact, currently it has created an inverted head and shoulder. Now from here, either it is breaking up or is slowly melting down. Will determine how, that we'll know in fact which way the market is fully heading. So, and also there is an important factor here. You see that there is a congressional election on USD. So we might see even the market is in a range bound. Okay, it is in fact a very important factor. If you look at the detail of this, So this election also has an impact on the market. Okay, so because of this election, tomorrow we could see the market is in range bound. Okay, and Friday news is coming. Probably with that news we could see breakout. So in that case, we might see very slow movement in the market. We could see that, you know, that the market is just going up and down, okay, along this zone. And from here, either we will see that the price has started to break to the upside, or it just has broken down. But so far, locally, it is still bullish. Let's say this is gold, right? Now, if you look at this one, this is a bullish market, right? You see that there is no question to be bearish. If you look at this price action, we see that there was a strong impulse. In that impulse, we have seen a clean liquidity grab here. Okay, so with that liquidity grab, the price now retrace again, creating a doji. So yeah, we need to just be patient and to see in fact which way the market is doing, and then we can decide in fact how the price is forming. There is always a room for happening something else. So with that said, in the same way, NZD USD, NZD also stronger currency. So if dollar got weaker, NZD USD also we could see some bullish move. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the chart, guys. What we are up to. Okay, favor Euro CAD. Okay, Harish, how about US30? Okay, let's look at Euro CAD and then look at US30. Okay, Euro CAD, guys, for me, it is in fact a bullish. Euro looks to me very bullish. Now looking at Euro CAD, I think that in all Europeans, Euro CAD looks very strongly bullish. Looking at monthly, first of all, we see that Euro CAD already tested this monthly low has broken, and we have seen primarily a strong rejection from this bottom. Now the previous month there was a monthly doji here. Okay, this is a long monthly doji, right? Now with that monthly doji, we have seen the price has already broken the low of the monthly. There is probability for the price to now test the high of the monthly, okay, which is highly likely to happen on Euro CAD. So if that's the case, then if you look at the weekly, we have seen as soon as market open with the weekly candle, some bullish move is happening, right? So looking at daily, there is a very long pin bar on the daily on Euro CAD. So this is a long pin bar, followed by today open with a gap. Okay, and then we see that Euro CAD started to rise up. Now this price action for me is bullish. Now if you look at the 4 hour, we see a wickless bullish engulfer, followed by, you see this candle is still narrow, 56 minutes remaining. What I think that Euro CAD is going to, if this one closes, let's say as a doji, all right, then what I think that Euro CAD will continue to go up. It's a, for me, it's a bullish candle. You see the strong bullish candle, bullish, followed by a gap opening and bullish engulfer, now narrow candle. So for me, Euro CAD also bullish. So for me, Euro looks like comparatively stronger currency so far, like Euro JPY also going up, like GBP JPY. So Euro, I think that Euro JPY could be better choice than GBP JPY for if we are going bullish with JPY pair. All right, so based on how the price action is forming, we'll know exactly which way what's happening, and then we'll decide in fact which way we can trade. Now this is the gold, as you can see, slowly trying to pick up. As I told you that if it is possible for gold to, after closing this one, start bullish move, okay, or if this one closes as a narrow doji after going here, coming back down. So based on how the price action is forming, we'll know exactly which way what's happening, guys. Let's see, favor AUD CHF, method euro dollar, buy or sell, okay, Madame GBP JPY, please. So we already discussed GBP JPY and Euro JPY. For me, looks like that GBP JPY and Euro JPY is bullish, okay, is buy, I think. Let's look at, and looking at AUD pairs, AUD CAD, AUD NZD and AUD CHF. Aussie dollar and gold is doing the same way, okay. Just looking at all of them. Okay, GBP AUD, if we look at GBP AUD, what I think that GBP AUD also might go up further, right? Might test this daily 20 period moving average, and then we could see some movement to the downside on this one as well. Okay, so US30, again going back to US30 and NAS100. NAS100, to me, I think that it's forming the way the price open. You see that on the daily it is showing as a gap, okay, gap down. For me, I think it will have some bullish momentum. So if that's the case, that means that we might see some weakness in dollar, and after that we will know exactly what's happening. Okay guys, so let's look at US oil, starting with weekly. Okay, so US oil also we see, and on the daily, looking on the weekly and on the daily. So daily perspective, US oil, as you can see, created a bullish engulfer, which is a weakless bullish candle. Now today, as soon as market open, we have seen some downward move. What I think that the price might come little further down, probably will test this resistance as a support. And as I told you that it could possible that for all the instrument to remain in a range bound 1 or 2 days because of the election and some other technical fundamental reason. And then we could see, today is Monday, we could see a breakout. But it's a good preparation for entering trade based on, because when the market prepare for a move, we understand it, right? When the market already moved, it's difficult to sometimes enter. So with that said, let's say this one is a bullish engulfer. Now the price is testing this previous resistance, turning support. If we see the narrower candle creating, we can go long on US oil, right? If you look at the weekly, we see already back to back 2 weeks strong bullish candle has been created. Now the price is in a resistance zone. I think that we might see after further retracement, we could see some bullish move on US oil as well. Harris said balancing. Okay, look, you think that US30 will go down. Okay, as I told you that no one can guarantee what's gonna happen in the market, right? We do everything based on analysis, and we stay on the edge with risk reward. Okay, no one can be very stubborn in terms of the direction in the market. Okay, but we stay in the probability. Let's say NZD CAD, okay, we open a trade, but we keep 2 times profit target on this one. So if you are right, we'll take 2 times profit on this one. Okay, looks like that NZD CAD might go bullish, and it has already created a bullish engulfer in an important area of value. So the thing is that as a trader, what you need to make sure that we are trading with the trend, very important, and also we are staying in the edge. These are the 2 main things that we need to consider when we are trading, and the rest we need to leave on the market, right? Now, as I told you that we are in a direction, and we will stick to it until we see clear change in the market, and then we might, decide to change our direction if needed. So far, I think that NZD CAD giving us a good trade, because already there is a bullish engulfer. Now this current one is forming a doji, which is a continuation pattern, and also NZD CAD on the daily has created a bullish engulfer, and this is a very important area of value in the direction of the trend. If we draw a trend line here, we see that in fact NZD CAD on the top of the trend line. Okay, so it's a high probability. Let's see what happened, and as soon as we will find opportunity, I will take that one. Any opportunity, we'll take it. Favor ask AUD CAD. Okay, let me look at AUD CAD. Okay, so like NZD CAD, let me look at the daily. So AUD CAD is, because AUD a little bit weaker than NZD. Looking at the weekly, for me, I think that in AUD CAD as well, we might see some bullish move. Okay, though it has opened with a gap. Okay, we might see. Look at the monthly. Okay, so AUD CAD, as you can see, it's a long-term bull market, right? Bear market, long-term bearish, right? You see that it's a long-term bearish market. But the price already tested the lower part of the monthly week. Okay, this is the monthly candle. The price already visited the lower part. This is how the market moves. When you see a candle on a higher time frame with a like this, a doji, okay, in most cases you see the price will visit this one and then will visit this one. Okay, so with that being said, already we have seen the price tested this lower part of the monthly doji. Now what we can expect, the price to go up and test again the upper part. Okay, so with that said, we could potentially see some upward move on AUD CAD. At least we could see that the price is testing this resistance zone here. Okay, so looking at daily, with that said, if we see like that, okay, if we readjust on the daily this trend line, and looking at the 4 hour, we see probability for going up. Okay, we could potentially see the price at least tested this long wick on the 4 hour, creating probably a lower high and then coming back down, right? So with that being said, now you see there is a wickless candle followed by, which is now the next one is forming a doji. Now from that zone, it is probability that AUD CAD will go up to test this level. So see, on the higher time frame we see like, but on the lower time frame, if we are right, then it's a good trade, isn't it? So that's how the market moves. Let's see what happened. Okay, okay, Haider asks, is there any chance that GBP CAD would calm down? Okay, Chad asks, what is edge means? Very good question. Okay, I will first answer question, is there any chance that GBP CAD will come down? Let me look at GBP CAD. I think you didn't close maybe trade on GBP CAD, I understand. So we open a trade and then we closed with some profit. I think you probably missed the update or anything. So let me look at it in GBP CAD. Okay, so if we look at the daily, I think GBP CAD, there is a probability for going up before coming down. It will come down, but we might see a bit move to the upside before coming down. I think that GBP CAD might go to test this daily 20 EMA or might go to test this narrow doji, and then from here we could see a drop on GBP CAD. So with that said, looking at 4 hour, I think that GBP CAD, one probability is to test this level, or another probability is to test this level here. Okay, this head and shoulder, you can see that there is a long head and shoulder has been created on GBP CAD and then has broken down. So you could see the price might be testing this support, turn resistance and coming back down if GBP CAD is stronger. Otherwise, from this level, respecting this zone, okay, we could see a drop. But for me, I think that short term we might see some bullish move on GBP CAD. Okay, Chad asks, what is edge mean? Very important question. It's a very simple but important question. Is what is edge mean? If you go to the casino, let's say you are in a casino, okay, like that. Now, how does casino make money? If you look at these, let's say two party playing, games on casino, right? Black and white. Now, what's happening is that, let's say you say you are gambling in casino, for example. Now what will happen? You might short term, let's say out of 10, you out of 3, you win 2, right? And you feel like, okay, I'm winning, right? I'm winning. That's good. But what will happen if you, let's say, play 5,000 times, okay, with like that in a casino, or 10,000 times? According to the law of statistics, either you will end up winning 49% to 50%, okay, 49 to 50%. When you will do it for 5,000 times, 10,000 times, you must end up winning either 49 to 50%, which is almost half, okay, if you play by luck on casino. So then you might say, okay, then I'm not losing anything, but in fact you are losing. The reason is you are player A playing with B, right? Player B, but there is a player C also, and the player C is the casino, right? You need to pay to casino. So what's happening is that you end up winning 50% of the time, okay, but to play 5,000 times, you already paid of $10,000 to casino, okay? The reason you played based on luck, right? Your edge is luck. Now, what is an edge? The edge is when your probability is more than 50% is your edge. I'm repeating again. So edge means, so when you play in casino, your probability is 50%, okay? Based on 10,000, 5,000 times, not based on 1 or 2 times. Because if you are trading, you have to think of long term, right? So your edge on casino is 50%. Now in trading, the same thing you can apply. If you are just pressing buy or sell button without anything, your edge is 50%. But if you want an edge, okay, edge means like when you have a higher probability than 50%, is your edge? Now let's consider the edge in terms of percentage. Let's say you can say that, okay, my edge is 20%. Okay, so if your edge is 20%, that means that you are trading 70% probability trade, because 50% is by default and 20% is your edge. Now how can you find an edge in the market? And that comes from strategy, and that is why the word strategy has been discovered, that based on the strategy that you will find the edge, and that is why you need a strategy. For example, let's say you sell this candle on GBP CAD. Okay, you sell this candle. Now you can find an edge in multiple way in this candle. Firstly, you can find an edge. Let's say you sold this candle 2-to-1 risk to reward. So your edge is your risk to reward here, one edge. Okay, risk to reward means in casino either you lose one or gain one. This is happening in casino, but here you are losing one but gaining two. So your edge is risk to reward. Another, you can find another way, another edge. Let's say this candle has a false breakout to the upside. Okay, so this is an edge. You can say that, okay, I'm trading a candle in the direction of the trend in a false breakout. It's an edge. So the more edge you will add up, the higher your probability will be. For example, you are trading head and shoulder. You can say, okay, there is a head and shoulder, so there is an edge here. Probability increases. Anything increases your probability more than 50% is your edge. Hopefully that you understood. Okay, do you trade GBP USD? Okay, yeah, definitely we trade GBP USD, but let's look at GBP USD, what's happening. Okay, GBP USD, as I told you, that based on how dollar is performing, the GBP USD will mold. Okay, for me currently I think that GBP JPY is better for bullish than GBP USD. Looks like that. Okay, the way this price action form here, anything can change here. You see on GBP USD there is a narrow green candle in this big move. The price can have a big bounce from here and then could continue to drop. It is possible for GBP JPY to go up and test this level and then come back down, started to drop. Okay, so for now still not on GBP USD, as we are on NZD CAD, which is good in moving in profit, and also gold, which is around where we are entered. Based on this candle, we might run the trade or we will close. I will update the group, so anyone in our VIP group watching, wait for the update. If I see that the market likely to drop, we'll close the trade or we'll hold the trade. But if you didn't manage your risk, you must manage it now. Okay, anything can happen in trading, must manage your risk. And apart from this, Euro GBP is a good for bullish so far. Let's see what happened. But yeah, as I told you, we could see some retracement. That's why I didn't enter, because daily Euro GBP daily there is a week still left here. Okay, it is possible for Euro GBP to test the bottom of the week and then to continue to go up. Okay, so all those factors we will consider. My job is to watch the price action and give you an update. Your job is to manage the risk, and that's it. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this session. As you know that we have another session during the New York session, so make sure you stay alert for the next session. Press that bell button and also subscribe to the channel. And if you wanna trade with me, as this is the first day of trading, there will be a lot of trades coming up, and also learn our strategies, I will invite you to visit the website, link in the description area. If you have any question, you can ask in the live chat. There is always a live agent is waiting for you to answer any question you have. So thank you very much. Someone, thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Thank you.